Why China's most advanced aircraft carrier aircraft J-15 is still using the Russian heart behind this seemingly contradictory phenomenon, reflecting the development of China's aviation industry in the course of an intriguing history of metamorphosis. When the J-35 stealth carrier aircraft of the front to attract the attention of the world, J-15 is still in the Liaoning ship and Shandong ship on the deck of the Roar, which is equipped with the L-31F engine, not only touches the nerves of the equipment performance, but also hidden the code of China's air development technology breakthroughs. The Chinese Navy in the Liaoning ship to receive the blank of carrier aircraft, forcing the military-industrial sector to take a rush solution based on the unfinished Su-33 prototype of the Soviet Union, combined with the domestically produced technology of the J-11B, the J-15 made the leap from drawing board to first flight in just 5 years. Behind this lightning speed of development was the helpless choice of China's difficult breakthrough in aircraft engine technology at that time. The Russian-made L-31F engine became the only option to ensure the progress of the program. This engine was born in the 1980s. Its 4-stage fan and 9-stage high-pressure compressor complex structure, although it can provide 122.6 kilonewtons of surging thrust, but buried 2 fatal pitfalls: supersonic priority design characteristics and amazingly short service life. On the Liaoning's narrow flight deck, the J-15 needs to maximize thrust within 2 seconds for every takeoff, which puts the engine's reliability to a harsh test. The L-31F's first overhaul cycle is only 300 hours, and its full life expectancy is less than 900 hours, which means that each J-15 will need to replace the engine 3-4 times during its service life. More problematic is the misalignment of its aerodynamic characteristics with the scenarios in which the carrier aircraft is used. The engine's pressurized aircraft design optimizes supersonic cruise performance, but in the modern carrier combat system, the carrier aircraft is in a high subsonic state for 75% of its mission time. This design deviation has resulted in the J-15's fuel efficiency being 18% lower than that of the US F-118E F when performing major missions such as anti-ship strikes, severely restricting the combat radius and weapons mounting capability. The mass production of turbofan 10 engine should be the key to break the situation, but the special environment of shipboard aircraft has brought unexpected challenges to the domestic aircraft engine. Compared with land-based fighters, shipboard engines need to withstand higher salt spray corrosion, more frequent thrust transients, and up to 6 meters per second sinking impact when landing. Early tests of the turbofan 10 and simulated landing tests exposed the problem of insufficient pressure engine stall boundaries, which tend to cause wheezing during sharp thrust changes. This technical bottleneck was not solved until the emergence of the 2020 Turbofan 10H special modification, which finally met the shipboard standard by redesigning the leading edge of the 3-stage fan blades and optimizing the bleeder valve control system to increase the surge margin by 40%. The metamorphosis of the J-15 power system is quietly changing the rules of the game of maritime power in the Asia-Pacific. Equipped with Turbofan 10H J-15T, its combat radius of 1,300 kilometers can cover the key shipping lanes from the Miyako Strait to the Bashi Channel, and together with the Hawk 12 supersonic anti-ship missiles, it can carry out saturation strikes against the enemy's aircraft carrier formation. More noteworthy is the tactical flexibility brought about by the power upgrade. 2023 South China Sea Joint Exercises. Modified Turbofan 10H J-15 first demonstrated the partner refueling plus long-range strikes combination of tactics, 4 full-mounted missiles and 2 refueling aircraft support to achieve a continuous 6 hours, covering the entire area of the South China Sea vigilance cruising. This leap in capability directly shakes the traditional logic of sea power. The U.S. Center for Naval Analysis 2024 reports that the average daily sorties of China's carrier fleet has risen from 42 in 2018 to 68, approaching the level of 75 for Nimitz-class carriers. The Turbofan 10H's maintenance cycle advantage is even more critical. The L-31F requires 8 hours of testing every 30 hours of flight, while the domestically produced engine extends the testing interval to 50 hours, which allows the Shandong ship to maintain more than 80% operational readiness during sustained deployments. The current installation of electromagnetic catapults on Fujian ships has created a new opportunity to revolutionize the power system of shipboard aircraft. Electromagnetic catapulting reduces engine takeoff thrust requirements by 30% compared to skidding takeoff, allowing the R&D team to focus on optimizing the engine's low and medium altitude performance. The newly revealed Turbofan 10 high modification specifically enhances high-pressure pressurization efficiency, reducing fuel consumption by 21% compared to the L-31F at 9,000 m altitude and Mach 0.8 cruise. This improvement fits the Chinese Navy's strategy of far sea escort to the demand for long-endurance patrols by carrier aircraft, and with the air refueling pods being tested, the future J-15 fleet is expected to achieve a sustained battlefield presence of 1,500 kilometers away. Standing at the time point of 2024, the J-15's heart change journey is precisely the epitome of China's aeronautical development. From L-31F to turbofan 10H, it is not only the replacement of engine model, but also the nirvana rebirth of complete industrial system. Behind the leap in reliability from 500 hours to 3,000 hours of domestically produced aircraft development is a breakthrough in 23 key technologies, such as monocrystalline turbine blade manufacturing, powder metallurgy discs, and digital full authority control systems. When the 100th turbofan 10H completed testing on the Zhongyou high-altitude platform in Sichuan, China's naval aircraft finally got rid of the historical shackles of the Russian heart. This metamorphosis brought about by the enhancement of combat power is showing. Shandong Ship Battle Group in recent years in the Western Pacific training, J-15 attendance rate increased by 35%. The average annual flight hours of a single aircraft exceeded 180. These data silently speak of the qualitative change brought about by the domestic power. In the next 10 years, with the maturity of turbofan 19 medium thrust and turbofan 15 large thrust, China's naval aviation will usher in the real dual-engine era. J-35 with adaptive cycle engine to achieve supersonic cruise. J-15 series improved relying on large thrust engine transformed into a missile truck. This high and low with the mode will completely rewrite the balance of air and sea power in the Western Pacific Ocean. The L-31F engine, which is still roaring on the deck, will become the last stepping stone on the way of China's aviation development, witnessing the historic leap from an aviation power to an aviation power.